Hello, grade 11, Discipline and Ideas in the Applied Social Sciences. Welcome, YUMS, to Module 2 Counseling. I'm Dr. Annabeth Lopez. So, the roles and functions of counselors. These are our goal. Explain the importance of each roles of counselors in different settings, such as the industrial, educational, and clinical setting. And then define and explain the functions of counselors in the society. But before else, let us have your pretest. So choose the letter of the best answer. Write your answer, of course, on your DS notebook. Number one, counselors take an active role in counseling groups and individuals to address developmental tasks and issues confronting them in the 21st century. What is the role? A. Developmental classroom specialist. B. Leaders and advocates of academic success. C. Providers of individual and group services. Or D. Career development specialist. Number two is in order to address the learning needs of diverse groups, counselors prepare modules and deliver talks like anxiety, resiliency, stress management, and others like A. School and community collaboration, B. Leaders and advocates of academic success, C. School and community collaboration specialist, or D. Advocates of students with special needs and students at risk. Number three, which of the following does follow school and community collaboration? A. Allowing yourself to be counseled means that you have a problem only in the school and have issues in academic success that is only concerned with the school. B. Counselors ensures learners' holistic development and success through barangay, teacher, and parent coordination. C. A counselor's job is in only to see counseling as its objective and final approach to student improvement. Or D, the school is an independent institution. It does not need help from other schools in improving learner community engagement. 4, their functions are no longer limited to the academic success of students, but they also provide activities that prepare and promote students' career success. What function of a counselor is this? A, leaders and advocates of academic success. B, providers of individual and group services. C, developmental classroom specialist, or D, career development specialist. 5, one of their roles is to help students identify barrier to academic success like peer pressure, family situations, or personal relationship issues. What function of a counselor is this? A, school and community collaboration specialist, leaders, B, leaders and advocates of academic success, C, developmental classroom specialist, or D, career development specialist. Then be able to answer the following. Again, put your answer on your DS notebook. Why is it important for counselors to know and understand their personal values? 2, what is the essence of understanding that each person is inherently good? And 3, why is it that effective counselors do not give advice? So let us have some brief introduction. As we determine complex problems in the school, especially in these pandemic times, the roles and functions of counselors in educational institutions are tested and challenges. Their predefined roles and function in the educational system makes their profession ever more needed and recognized as they help and assist our learners during these pandemic times. So for the roles and functions of counselors, counseling is an intimate form of learning. It demands a practitioner who is willing to be an authentic person in the counseling therapeutic relationship. It involves the person to be immersed in someone else's life and be able to give an authentic support and understanding, especially in the school and clinical setting. Much in our country setting where we have a young population, counselors face a daunting task to understand this current population. And even in the pandemic setting, counselors are defined by the roles and function that they do, both in the clinical and the school setting, and mostly appreciated on the outcome that they produce for the benefit of their clients. Counselors have the duty to their clients, especially if they come seeking comfort and care. Counselors' roles become more of a responsibility to their clients. When counselors counsel, wounds are opened, Feelings will be explored, and perception and growth will be secured as the counselor and client journey to wellness and back to functionality in society. Roles of counselors. Here in the Philippines, counseling is a profession. RA 9258, also known as the Guidance and Counseling Act of 2004, allows you to help others manage their responses to life's challenges. It is more just listening. It's active listening. It's more empathic. It's caring. The relationship of client and therapist counselor are guided by rules and regulations. So as to protect not only the counselors, but also the rights of clients, and as the counseling profession evolves, so do their roles and functions to adapt in the changing times, to respond to various changes such as economic, social, and technological. Roles of counselors, and these changes also affects clients, especially in the academic or school setting. The role of a counselor is important in the school to assist students in their academic well-being. Some examples of these are the increasing number of students whose parents that are overseas worker, the better facilitation of students' learning by addressing their behavioral concerns, progress in knowledge and use of technology in the classroom, and cultural diversity in the classrooms by having students from either different regions in the country or different countries. Given this situation, the guidance counselors are considered important members of the educational team. They provide assistance to student academic pursuit, socioeconomic need, career plans, and moral development. In this way, the guidance and counseling program ensures that students are able to cope well with their circumstances. This results in nurturing students who shall be responsible and productive members of society. Functions of counselors. Uh, According to Erford 2014, emphasize that professional school counselors do not take rigid and static set of functions in the educational system. This means that professional counselors perform their roles in a continuous state of transformation in response to the current challenges. Therefore, professional counselors function as follows: providers of individual and group counseling services. School counselors take an active role in counseling groups or individuals. In a school setting, professional counselors are equipped not only in helping individuals understand themselves, but also in providing correct evaluation of either behavioral or clinical problems a student may have. 2. Developmental classroom guidance specialist. Professional counselors also prepare lessons and implement guidance instructions to students. These are executed by developing clear and measurable objectives to meet the needs of the students. To meet these objectives, professional counselors deliver talks, seminars, workshops, and other interesting activities. Lastly, professional counselors improve their programs and mode of instruction through consistent feedback and evaluation. Functions of counselors, leaders and advocates of academic success. Professional school counselors have an ethical responsibility of promoting academic success by helping students identify barriers affecting school performance. These barriers may be personal, example, living with an absentee or separated parents, social and emotional example, peer pressure, moral dilemmas, example, failing an exam or cheating to pass an exam, or career-related barriers, example, indecisiveness about a course in college. Professional counselors guide the students by identifying strategies so they can positively cope with these challenges and see these challenges as opportunities for growth. Career development specialist. Professional counselors also provide activities that will prepare students for the demands and requirements of their chosen profession. These activities include formal writing of resumes, having proper responses to job interviews, and knowing appropriate clothing for job applications. Furthermore, to ensure proper coping and success in the workplace, professional counselors help students develop essential basic skills such as effective communication, creativity, decision making, critical thinking, and work ethics. So, number five, functions of counselor is agents of diversity and multiculturalism. Professional school counselors are trained to deal with and address the needs of people from different cultural backgrounds. For example, because of the Asian integration, foreign students study in our country. Counselors may provide assistance to these foreign students through activities that allow interaction with Filipino students, aimed at helping them cope with their new environment. At the same time, the counselor will also carry out a program for the Filipino students aimed at helping them demonstrate hospitality, respect, and understanding for their foreign classmates. Number six, functions of counselors is to advocates of students with special needs and students at risk. Professional counselors give attention to students with special needs such as the athletes, honor students, students with absentee parents, those with learning disabilities, and other clinical diagnosed students. They are special groups who need additional assistance to help them cope better by providing comprehensive assessment programs to better understand and address their special needs. Seven, advocates of a safe school environment. Conflicts which may lead to violence happen in some school communities. For instance, there are issues on bullying, physical, verbal, cyber, psychological, etc. nowadays. Hence, a comprehensive school counseling program with intervention components such as school bullying campaign and peer and mentoring can address this issue. School and community collaboration specialists. To ensure students' holistic development and success, professional school counselors work in collaboration with the other school authorities and with the parents of the students. Finally, counselors also collaborate with the mental health practitioners. When a student needs referral, for example, those with depression may experience hormonal imbalance, resulting in depressive moods. To provide proper response to the circumstance, the professional help of a psychiatrist or a clinical psychologist is needed. Can you determine the roles and functions of a counselor in a given situation? So, situational analysis tayo. Number one, identify what role and function is or not portrayed in given situations. Number two, provide the role and functions for each given situation. Provide an explanation. Three, answer the follow-up critical thinking questions. Okay, next situation number one. Counselor Manabat only. So these are the directions. For situation number one, si Counselor Manabat only sees the students who have financial capacity, deserve to go to better schools. So he organizes career orientation for students who are in middle class. He organizes a different career orientation for the others who cannot afford. So what's the role and what's the function? Critical thinking questions tayo. Is counseling strictly for students who have behavioral problems? Should relationship problems in school count as an aspect to consider in counseling? Defend your answer. Sama ba yun? Hindi lang ba behavioral problems, pati relationship problems as part of a counselor? Defend your answer. Two, do you think that when counselors are also determining academic success, it goes beyond their roles and functions? Should it only be within the expected boundaries of counseling? Defend your answer. Next is execute some of the roles and functions counselors experience in their previous or current institution. You can be the counselor and perform some of the functions of the counselor. As a counselor, I advocate of students with special needs, career development specialist. As a counselor, so kung kayo yung career development specialist, ano yung ina-advocate mo sa mga students with you may be advocating students' special needs. What about the other roles and functions? State. Role play to actually. Pero we are going to do that in our classroom. But anyway, if you have tackled this, we can move on to the next module if you have already, if you're done with this role playing. So always remember the roles and functions of counselors have an impact not only in the developing and enriching policies in the institution but extends its reach to the community, barangays, and society. Their important roles extend not only on the learner's realm of academic achievement but also tackles the emotional boundaries of the learner as this also affect the holistic development of the learner. Counselors are also allied with mental health practitioners such as clinical psychologists, psychiatrists, in assessing the needs and problems of the learner. They are a great asset in helping the counselor to efficiently help a learner succeed in life. Remember to like, share, subscribe. Remember to submit also your work output through your DS notebook and always be prepared for your short quiz. Thank you.